Tokyo, Japan. My name is Gary Verheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. Hello, today what I'd like to talk to you about is teamwork. And let me preface this by saying there is no such thing as a self-made person. Now, please understand, I think that individual effort and dedication and devotion to work and giving lots of thought and putting a lot of energy into what you do is very, very, very important. That being said, no one person can be a success in and of themselves. For example, the clothes I wear. Somebody designed them, somebody put the material together, somebody cut the pattern, somebody sewed it, somebody then packaged it, somebody took it to the store, somebody then sold it to me, and I'm benefiting just by wearing these clothes from all of those people's efforts and time. So I think it's important to realize how reality supports us every single day, and how much, and then to consider, well, what have I given back? And you can see that the imbalance is dramatic. I've given this much, but reality has overwhelmed me with how much reality supports me. So based upon that, it makes me possibly a little humble, possibly a little more modest, which makes me a better team player. NASA has developed what's called crew resource management. Let me say it again, crew resource management. And what they teach in that, they teach how people under extremely stressful conditions can respond properly in emergency situations to survive. But it goes well beyond that because it teaches not just leadership, and almost all the astronauts, people that go through astronaut candidate school in Houston, almost all of them are already leaders. It also teaches them followership, which can be a big challenge for people that have been designated and lived their life as leaders. So teamwork requires both. And there's three areas I want to mention. The first area is called cooperation. Cooperation is basic professionalism that should be demanded in every office. Cooperation means being courteous to other people. Cooperation means working with people even if you dislike them because that is, you have a particular mission or you have a task that needs to be accomplished. An example I give of typical cooperation, if you've ever been on a platform waiting for a train or waiting for the subway, the train pulls up, the doors open, the people on the platform wait until people exit the train. Then people board the train. Simple cooperation. So cooperation is basic essential behavior in a work environment. With MIRAICON, this is the science museum where I work, MIRAICON cooperates with all entities, all science museums, businesses, government agencies, laboratories, other scientists. They cooperate with everybody. Number two is collaboration. And what's the difference? Well, cooperation is working together. Collaboration is working together and creating. Let me say that again. Collaboration is working together and creating. I mentioned MIRAICON, the science center where I work. MIRAICON is very careful about who they collaborate with. Only the best. They'll collaborate only with the best to create a traveling exhibit, let's say, or for staff exchange, things like this. So collaboration is working together and creating. So we've looked at cooperation, we've looked at collaboration. I promised you three, and the number three is synergy. Synergy. And that was a buzzword for many years. And it has really good application for teamwork. Synergy is working together and creating based upon each member's strength. And the example that I usually give is a basketball team. There's the center who's very tall and does a lot of the rebounding. There's the playmaker. There's the outside shooter. There's the person that can go inside. 5 members on the floor. 5 members on the floor. And together they make a very powerful team because each one has a specialty that contributes to the whole. In this case, synergy should be the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And that's very, very true. So I'd like you to think about that. And if you're a leader, if you're an executive, demand cooperation. Encourage and nurture collaboration. And build your teams. Once you know the mission, then you build the team to go to that mission. And that's synergy. That's today's lesson on teamwork. Cooperation, collaboration, synergy. Thanks. Bye. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.